Hey guys, your John coming to another Infinite Magicraid video. What we are going to talk about right now is going to be the PC client. It's interesting. Have you guys got the chance to play with it? Have you? What are your thoughts? I want to talk about the PC client. I want to talk about a couple of the updates, what we currently have going on, and just in general, give a quick update about my account, where I'm at with Infinite Magicraid, and yeah, stay tuned. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So first things first, let's talk about this PC client. If you guys have not already checked it out, there's a link down below. It'll be the installer for the PC client. What should you know about it as a viewer? It works pretty good. It's actually super smooth. So I am a BlueStacks LD player myself. I hate playing games on my cell phone. I don't enjoy it. But I want to say this right here now. I played Raid Shadow Legends PC client. I played most other games. If they have a PC client, I'm playing it, right? This one feels really good. It's really smooth. It's really clean. It's not bogged down by any means. Graphics are so crisp on it. And as you can see here, the response time is pretty good. Most of those who are playing on LD Player or BlueStacks, it's kind of slow. It'd be like a delay, so to speak. It doesn't necessarily feel as smooth on either one. Now, there are some functions that you're gonna lose if you switch from BlueStacks, right? And you go to the PC client. That's aftermarket stuff. It's actually against terms of service, so keep that in mind. But overall, it feels great. It is a little weird. I did want to check out. So obviously, we have not spent any money on my account, and if I log in on my current BlueStacks account, I'm in like some weird currency. I don't know how that happened or what happened, but it's like yen or something. I don't know. It's weird. They did change on the PC client. You're going to notice that you're buying mostly in vouchers. That's what you're buying on the PC client, which is different. The reason being is for the following. So what happens when you have a game that's in the Google Play Shop, the Microsoft Store, the Apple Shop, and you can make purchases through your currency, whatever, current conversion, whatever you want to call it, that's how you make your purchase, right? Well, it's because they made an agreement with the apps stores, right, to comply to the rules, yada, yada, yada. The app's get a kickback of those purchases. Like, obviously the developers keep a big chunk, but the distributor, so to speak, of like Apple, Google, who's actually hosting the servers or hosting the app on their stores or whatever, they get a revenue percentage. So when people release PC clients, what happens is all the proceeds now go to the developer, right? So there's usually some litigation issues with that, and it looks like vouchers is what they had to go with. It is the buy a voucher here, and then that gives you the actual points, or it corresponds with it, right? And then you use those vouchers, those that become your dollar amounts, which then go over here, and you need to go and use your vouchers to purchase these packs, okay? Overall, this actually ends up a little bit better for you because you get kind of like a little bit of a bonus with the $100 packs, and obviously the $1,000 pack here. Don't get hoodwinked by that. Definitely don't get hoodwinked by that. That's huge. $1,000, like that's not good. That's a pack, and that's some stuff there, guys. but yeah, definitely don't get hoodwinked by this and accidentally purchase the $1,000 pack, unless that's what you're trying to do. Because yeah, sure, you're gonna get a little bit of a kickback here, but I wouldn't say it's worth it myself. But no, overall, it feels really good. Now you're gonna notice I have it big. You guys may be like, well, John, mine's not big. Mine's this size. So right there, what I did is this is the default image. Unfortunately, when you come into settings, I did not see a single setting for a display as far as like fitting to the screen or whatever the case may be. I also don't get any arrow keys to like stretch it, so to speak. Like, you know, like normally you would get like if you click just right on the corners or whatever, you get some snapping. It'd give you like a line, you can move it around. But if you hit Alt Enter, this is a standard command on a lot of games. I use it personally a lot on other games, so that way I can go out of full screen mode if I want to take my cursor off the screen for something to like on one of my 3 monitors here. But yeah, Alt Enter is fit to screen. Basically, that's what that command does. It goes full screen. It's whatever application is active. If it has a full screen option, it'll make it full screen. It looks like the developers just forgot to enable the aspect scaling. But if you hit Alt Enter, it'll go full screen on your main monitor if that's what you want to do. I prefer it that way just because then I can focus better on it. And I get to actually size it to my monitor. But yeah, if you are someone who's curious, how do I do this? Because I don't like to play games that aren't in full screen. Hit Alt Enter, it'll work better for you. Also, let's go ahead. Let's talk about this Christmas event coming up and everything. What to expect, what to know about. So currently we have the Wish rebate. As you can see here with the champions in here, we've got Grimandi, we've got Zyra, we have May, we have Thanatos, and we have Tuck. I'm not gonna summon on any of these, honestly. I need burners. I need really good burners. So I gotta hold out for a bit, I think. But we are going to have on the calendar here, as you can see, we're gonna have some Christmas stuff come out. Basically, that's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna save everything for that. I'm gonna save everything for my Miracle Wish goals and my my hero training down lower or further down the line. It's just one of those things where, yes, the new character is gonna come out of the Miracle Wishes, but if I burn all my regular summons right now, like, what happens is I'm going to end up burning everything, and I'm not going to have any like resources for other things. Like, I'm going to need food because I'm going to go ahead and burn it, and then I'm going to compile it all, right? And then at that point, that means I don't have, like, I'm out of food. So then it's just one of those situations where it's just going to be snowball, 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 snowball. Now I could go ahead and summon and I've got a lot of food, right? I've got 1,200 shards built up so far. But I don't have a whole lot of anything else. So I think I'm just going to hold out on this, especially because I want to make sure I can get guaranteed Lego here when we have that the guaranteed the double Lego event, or like when you get one Lego, you get the other one free. I want to make sure I have enough shards saved up for that, because that's an important one. That's a game changer as far as having additional resources on the account. Overall, we're making good progress, but it's starting to dawn on me, like, my lack of having any type of burner really is really catastrophic to my account. Now I do have poison. I've got Taff, which is amazing. I could flop and go straight up poison. I've got a Woolsey. I can get a Woolsey. I can get an E3 Woolsey, or E2 Woolsey right now, right? And I've got a couple other poisoners, so I could start doing some poison compositions. And honestly, that's what it's looking like. Is I gotta start getting some dot damage dealers, because I got a lot of single target nukers and a lot of single target damage dealers. I got Sylvie. I got Zaya. I've got Megan, all solid single target nukers, but like I need to, like, Bertha, right? Or Hertha, sorry, she's bleeder. Perfect, but he's poison. Like, I need a good synergy team to really do a lot more dot damage to knock some things out. I think once I get that, I can really progress the account a lot more, and that'll make a big difference. But I do know getting to play on PC version is really nice. But you may ask, John, what were you talking about earlier about you're going to lose some things? Well, one thing to say is when you're using BlueStacks and LD Player, those kind of things, you can get third-party applications or built-in parts that are like auto clickers that'll do a series of buttons for you to achieve a goal. Say you're going to like auto farm or repetitively do Tower of Mark, but you didn't want to use the multi-key function. You didn't want to use multi-battles, or let's say you ran out of them, right? You could use an auto, or you could click it up or set it up in BlueStacks to automatically click for you. Whereas with PC client, you kind of lose that functionality, because at that point you're going to be going and you're going to be using like a third-party software you're going to download, right? I don't recommend it. It is against terms of service. So do not use auto clickers. Don't be using those other things or applications that give you a one-up. That's how it's worded, right? Like, using BlueStacks, you may have a one-up versus using the PC client. Like, it's all about the fairness trade, right? And that's kind of where terms of service comes into play, like why they don't want you to do certain things like that. So keep that in mind. Don't get banned. Overall, though, this PC client feels really good. The other thing to note is if you are a Google player, right? Let's say you're an Android player. If you switched and you do all of your purchases on the PC client, what happens is you're not going to get your kickbacks. You're not going to get your rewards. Like, for example, I get a crap ton of rewards because what happens is all my purchases give me points back. And as I get more points back, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend those on the games, right? Or I'm going to spend those, usually on gift cards or in game if the game offers it. But unfortunately, the games I'm playing right now don't offer like in-game prizes. But yeah, as you spend money in the Google Play Store, you get a kickback of tokens or whatever. And I think it matters what area. I know the UK it works. I think US it works, and Canada it works. But I think other countries it may not be available. But keep that in mind, because you may be losing out on your Google points, which those could be helpful too. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I just want to talk about the PC client, kind of give some updates or my feels on it. So far, it feels really good. It plays very, very smooth. I'm gonna always be using it. The only thing I don't like is I do have to do the Alt-Enter trick to go ahead and activate it and utilize it. So at least on full screen. But that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.